That's what a cheap person does.
Yeah, that's it.
Just tough it. Be's a man. You guys have a soda?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
What do you need? What do you need?
Sorry.
You want a cocktail or just Coke?
Coke is fine. I'm not much of a drinker.
Do we have a...
We got
Coke under there.
We got Coke in the bar on the side.
Oh, there we go. It's the first. It's my last day, and it's the nicest day here.
It's beautiful.
I know,
today.
it's nice.
It's actually kind of warm.
Yeah, it's cold. It's warmer than it said it was going to be.
Yeah. When do you fly out tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I gotta get a nap because otherwise I'm only getting 3 hours of sleep by the time I get back to the hotel. 10:30 second show. It takes them an hour to turn that room. That's what makes me mad.
Yeah, that's
Because like, it should be 10, and then I'd be out by 11:30, back by 12. Then we get 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's whatever. I'm literally gonna wake up. I'm already packed.
Yeah.
Oh, good, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
So it's like
Yeah.
I wake up,
You got to be ready to go.
shower, and then my Uber. I already have my Uber scheduled.
Yeah.
And then you get in the Uber, close my eyes till he says get out.
Yeah. Then get on the plane and do the same thing.
Yeah, and then for the hour and a half, that first flight, I lucked out on the way here. I got stuck next to a guy about your size on the way down, and the lady walks by me, leans in my ear, and goes, "We take off if no one's in Comfort Plus. You can take."
Oh, that's the best. That's the best.
She's being polite.
That's the
and
best.
She gave me a seat.
Yeah.
Because I've straight had stewardess when I've asked.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no one in Comfort Plus. Can I go sit up there? To give people some
like,
comfort.
no.
And then, nah.
And they get a chip when they say it.
No, I laid on Frontier one time when I got on. I said, "You guys have in-flight beverage?" She goes, "Yeah, have you brought something?" I was like,
Oh, my God.
Bitch.
So welcome, man. We're so excited that you guys are that you're here. We're so excited to go to the show tonight.
Yeah,
I'm pumped.
we'll be there at the second show at 10:30.
Nice.
Yeah,
The
so-
one that I'm going to have zero.
Yeah. You'd be like, we're wrapping up at like 10:45.
Checks in my back pocket and
Yeah.
sleepwalking adventure I'm doing for 45 minutes.
Just sit there and stare at people.
I do that sometimes. It's weird when you realize when you stop performing for a second and go, "You're all just staring at me." You're all just staring at me.
It is weird. Like, what is this? Like,
Yeah.
you're all just sitting here listening to me. You're paying to come and listen to me talk
and
for a while.
I know they've been going by all day.
Cops, really?
Yeah.
Calm down. I got weed on me. You're fine.
They're up to him.
I was telling Luke and I told the crowd last night, like, I'm in the best position to break all the laws in this because they're just going to send me home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
They're going to deport you.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
Yeah.
unless I kill a baby.
Yeah.
You're like, that's where I want to be anyway, is home.
Well,
So.
we're from Massachusetts. We drove up, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got stopped at the border.
Yeah.
They searched the car.
your
They went through
entire car.
everything. Held us for about an hour.
Well, I can't tell
questioned us.
why. Look at you guys. You look like a bunch of rum runners.
And that's the problem. We
That's
had a
pretty
lot
much
of alcohol with
exactly what happened.
It could be my black eye. I'm not sure.
us. Well, they asked if we had liquor.
Slipped in the tub, buddy. Slipped in the tub. Nothing cool.
Okay, so I'm a big bath guy. Huge bath guy.
Okay.
Big bath guy.
Candles and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta relax. Get your
Yeah.
iPad.
Bath bomb.
Oh, yeah.
Bath bomb. I just got turned on to bath bombs. Yeah, they're
Bro, you
awesome.
don't realize when you feel like tingles hit your
They're
body?
incredible.
Yeah. Like I
you'll
got up and I was
see-
like, oh, I'm tingling. Like I legitimately
Is this normal?
Is that menthol?
So my sister calls me and goes, I need you to call my mom. And because I can get my mom to do something that my sister couldn't. That's how our family works. One calls one to get the other one to do it. So I'm in the tub and I'm like, well, I might as well call her now. And I'm on the phone with her, and then I start to stand up out of a tub. You need 2 hands.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do this with one
Definitely.
hand. I just go, hey, Mom, I'm going to fall. And I
Right back
throw
over.
the phone. It's in a hotel, so the counter's right there in the shower, the bathroom. You know,
That's
the
funny.
counter. Thank God the phone didn't break. And then I just like Navy sealed back into my mouth.
I love you cross your...
Flooded. It flooded everywhere there was tile on that hotel.
People downstairs get dripped on.
Oh, it was the worst. It was the worst,
That's
man.
funny.
Yeah, when I went down, I caught my face right on the side of the tub, like where you stand.
Shit. I bet. Did you knock yourself out?
No, I actually just stood up and was like, you have to be kidding me. And I got out and like looked at my face and was like, I don't know. It didn't look bad at first. I was like, I don't know. It
Yeah,
hurts.
just red and swollen when it happened,
That
right?
part was a second to really open
Yeah,
up.
yeah. And then my eye is like blood in it. Like, I'm like, Yeah, I know.
I love his eye just falls out.
I was like, do I need to go to the hospital?
So you can see the floor. And you,
Oh yeah.
poor guy.
a
I'm
giant
glad
red
you didn't hurt
filter.
yourself further.
Yeah, thank you. It was risky. It was risky.
It was a risky shower.
It was a risky shot.
So where are the eggs at?
Very good question. Sometimes we put them right here.
Sometimes we cook, sometimes we drink. Well, we always drink.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes we cook.
My favorite pre-flight meal is just hard-boiled eggs.
No, that's a good
Pre-flight?
solid.
Is that for the farts? Is that for the farts?
I have officially weaponized. My buddy was giving me a ride to the airport one time, and I'm just chain smoking, eating hard-boiled eggs.
That's how you get moved up to the first
Like
class.
Cool Hand Luke, you're just
I'm with you, 50 eggs. I love that movie. And that movie just makes you scream the entire just do your time. It's like 18 months. You're on a farm. You're outside.
18 months and you're on a farm.
Bro, you keep running away and get like
I know.
Oh, that's why it's so frustrating. When you feel for the warden in a prison movie,
He's like, this guy is so annoying.
yeah, just God damn it, that's the way he wants
Over
it.
here, boss.
Yeah, take my shirt off.
Taking my shirt off, boss.
George Kennedy was great in that.
Which one was he?
The guy who I think he's the one who said, "My boy, can you 50 eggs?" He was
Yeah.
a tall.
Oh yeah.
Police Academy.
The gray. Yeah.
Yeah, he. Oh man.
Blonde, gray guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I love watching older movies because like actors you know later,
Yeah.
and other
Yeah.
stuff. Like
Yeah.
you see them really actually do their job. As like, I only would know George Kennedy from Police Squad or from Naked Gun movies.
Yeah.
But I watch older movies and I'm like, this dude's actually a pretty decent actor. It's interesting.
They didn't have those good comedies back when they made that.
I know.
Yeah.
No, Naked Gun is still like Airplane is still one of the funniest movies.
But one of my Naked Gun, one of my favorite scenes is when he pats with the juice when he hits O.J. Simpson on the back and he goes down this in the wheelchair. He goes, and his like body just flips to one side. One of the greatest scenes ever.
On the way to San Diego, I think that's where they got the shot for it's those two. Remember when he's driving and he goes, "No matter where I go, I always see things that remind me of her." And it's the two kids,
yes,
they're on the way to
yeah.
San Diego. Every time I do a gig down there, I'll sit there and drive, and every time I see it, I go, I'll say the line, I'll look in the car to see who knows it.
That's
I guess
the
now no one gets it.
That's the
Such a
best.
great because something that was written in Los Angeles, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I'm sure somebody went gone to San Diego and thought, first off, those are tits. Whoever designed that should be fired. Whoever signed off on it should lose their
That is
pension.
funny.
Because they're like reactors that look like tits.
Classic.
Like, they look like
Classic
they're
movie.
domed with a nipple. I mean, like, bro.
They
did it on
She was
purpose.
up in the library. Nice beaver.
That's
Thanks.
not a
I just had his stuff. Classic.
That's awesome.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're fired up about. I've only been to a couple comedy shows like in my life, so I'm really pumped to go tonight.
Yeah.
Fired
Me
up.
too.
Just a couple
I've only been like, as an audience member,
Oh, as an
I can
audience
count on
member,
10 hands.
Yep.
Or 10 hands. I've been to 10
hands.
shows. I can count on both of my hands. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to eat all your chips. I haven't eaten today.
Go for it,
dude.
I do this
help
like,
yourself.
I've been doing intermittent fasting.
Yeah, that's the best.
So, and like, I had my dinner last night, like at 7, 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that
The naughty.
And how long do you wait? Like 14 hours, 12 hours?
I try to go 16.
16. Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's honestly, there's no difference between 14 and 16 at a certain point.
Really? Yeah.
And it's kind of
You're just
like,
nauseous, yeah.
what is it? It's 2:30 right now. Okay. I went to bed at 2:30. Okay. So it's been 12 hours since sleeping.
Yeah.
And it's been another 5 hours since food. So I got, oh shit, I should have waited another hour. What are you going to do?
Do it again.
Can't beat Miss Vicky's though.
I know.
No, those are good.
Best chips.
Those are good chips, man.
The best, dude. The best.
That's
Crisps.
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 Yeah.
Ugh.
You're in Ireland,
I hate the British.
dude. I gotta tell you, have you ever heard of a crisp sandwich?
They put potato chips on like a sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, not like
Lay's on
yeah,
ham and cheese?
No,
mayo?
that's delicious. I'm talking about just potato chips on bread
With butter, right? Yeah.
We found out about this in Ireland.
Yeah.
It's like a real thing that they do there. Like after they come home from the bars,
Bread, butter, and chips.
bread, butter, and then it's a very specific
Carb,
potato chip.
fat.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's Tato brand potato
But
chips.
amazingly,
and it's
then none of them are
cheese and
fat.
Onion or whatever.
They're all survivors.
It's a real thing. I didn't believe them.
They had a famine. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
I saw Michael Collins. Those people had
They're still trying to live it down.
I couldn't imagine being Irish, like having this small island, and the British like, hey, a third of this is ours.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm going to blow your car up. I'm going to blow your car up. Blow your car up. Real easy, buddy. I'd have been in the IRA that day.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, where we got to blow up?
This looks nice. We want this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Africa. The whole every time someone's parked a boat, they walk out like, I like this.
Yeah.
I want that.
I want that.
It's seriously, I feel bad, man.
It's crazy.
Africa's never had a fair shake.
No. Taken advantage of since day one, I guess. That was horrible.
So question for you, Chris.
Sure.
Tallahassee, Florida.
Yeah.
How do you decide what are you doing when you decide I'm going to be a comedian?
Well, I was living in Gainesville.
Gainesville.
I was born in Tallahassee. Parents divorced when I was about 10. Moved to a small town outside of Gainesville. And then I started doing comedy right after I turned 19. I've always wanted to do it.
Wow.
So
Was it just from like watching funny movies and think I could do that, or other comedians you
get
liked?
older and your friends laugh at your jokes, and
Yeah.
then you like jokes themselves. And I used to read joke books as a kid.
Yeah.
First cassette I bought was Rodney Dangerfield's album.
Awesome.
I'm like 12.
Yeah.
You know?
I was wondering who was like the
That one,
comedians,
yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get that it's one-liner, and like some of them are, there could be some corny ones in there, but he's got some real funny
Right,
ones.
yes,
and then
he
just,
does.
I love the character, and also his story. Excuse me. His story. I read his biography half dozen times. It's one of those biographies that literally you can read on a 2-hour flight. And
Really?
It reads like he's talking.
Quick.
Okay.
So it's like, he's just, hey, buddy, Joey Ross, I'm hanging out with Smoker Paul.
So you can hear him telling it. Yeah.
Every page has a joke on it, like on top. You know, and like you just read some of them. Just my favorite one was "Don't you hate when you spend all night with a woman, the morning comes and you didn't." and like on the album, the crowd kind of he's like, "Don't give me that. That's a good line. Don't give me that. Don't give me that."
That's good.
My father got fired from a bank for stealing pens. I just thought that was hilarious. That's what I love his joke.
I love for stealing pens. That's a thinker joke.
There is-
Once
there
you
is
wait a
that.
second, then you're like,
Yeah, you
okay.
realize that.
My dad was a bad criminal. He pickpocketed a guy on a plane and he tried to make a brig for it. My wife my wife hit a tree, but it wasn't her fault because she said she blew the horn. Like shit like that. Like those are just simple one line.
Oh my God.
My wife would never jokes, but they're funny.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
It's so simple.
Yeah, well, that's, I mean, like, when he quit comedy, because he quit comedy for, I think, 10, 12 years to support his family, he didn't stop writing. That's what people think.
Yeah.
He just got back into it. He got back into it with an hour.
Yeah.
So he had this, he goes, I wrote jokes and I put them in a duffel bag, and then when I got back into comedy, I just emptied the stuff back out, because you don't turn your mind off. Whether you're performing or not, your brain, if you're in that mode, you constantly think, it's weird when you hear comics like, that guy never changes his act. And I'm like, how do you do this job day in and day out, repeating the same?
Yeah.
I get yelled at for doing too much crowd work sometimes because it just gets boring to me. Like I
like the crowd. I like the crowd.
Yeah,
work.
crowd
I
work's
do,
fun.
but in the end, you really want to develop your material because that's what's gonna that's what's gonna pull you out
carry
of
it.
whatever
Yeah.
True.
suicide you're working towards on the road somewhere in Topeka.
Right.
Like that's it's like that'll get you out as your material because you can't translate. Look at Ian Bagg. Like it's hard for him. That guy's a brilliant crowd worker, but it's hard. It's very That's hard to translate to TV. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
why give yourself an extra harder road?
Are you writing every day, or like how's it work?
I mean,
for you?
I write as it comes. I know it sounds I just have I'm constantly thinking.
Are you like watching everything and thinking?
Yeah, and I see something and I look at my life, but I don't. I'm not Gary Goldman.
Yeah.
Gary Goldman, God damn it.
Yeah.
Gary, if you ever listen to this,
He's a genius.
You make me feel terrible about myself.
He is. Oh my gosh.
He's in
hilarious.
those writing tips every day he posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
Every one of them is genius.
Yeah.
Oh God.
His
Just take a day off, Gary.
Yeah. What's that? He writes, rewrites,
weekend off.
rewrites, puts new stuff in, and he's hilarious. Some of his stand up is classic.
I also will say this though. When you get to a level of a Gary Goldman, your access to stages. And I think that should increase your writing because you have that access to good stages. Like you look at someone like Louis C.K., God rest his soul.
Rip.
You know what I mean? Like,
I love you, Louis. I support you.
yeah. Man, listen, dude, they went back to your room.
They knew what was happening.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, what bugs me about that ultimately, and I'll go back to my point, but for a second on Louis C.K., what gets me is that dude had enough money to have like the nicest creme de la creme prostitute in his room to watch him do that. So it bugs me because it means he was either cheap or he liked to get off on people's discomfort.
Yeah.
And that's where I draw a line.
That's what we're saying in Massachusetts with Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots now. You have enough money to bring 50 people.
Bro, you can build your own massage parlor in your backyard like Michael Jackson did a fucking...
You're a strip mall.
You can send them 100 Bentleys and bring them back to you.
Yeah. That's just a cheap ass... You know what that was? He's like, I was at a Bell's outlet, and I was like...
You know what?
I'll get a hand job. That's not exactly that was. It was just like that. I don't think that was a spur of the moment. Like when you drive by a Wendy's and go, I'll turn around.
Yeah.
I got a hand job.
You know what?
He's a 70-year-old billionaire.
Yeah.
Oh God, no. But back to my point. When you get to that certain point of success, you get it's like okay. You know, like movie stars when they how did Chris Hemsworth get so ripped? Well, if you gave me a nutritionist, a dietitian, and a personal trainer in 6 months to work my ass off,
every minute of your life is scheduled around it. Yeah.
Can I get you some more Coke?
Please, thank you. Save trips. I'd bring the bottle.
Oh no, yeah, I'll do that. I just want to refill your ice.
No, that's actually
you're good.
Yes,
that's how you like it.
Yes,
Gotcha.
Thank you, bud. No, it's just when you get that access where you can walk into, let's say, the Comedy Store and you can do all 4 stages, you know, and then you can go to one other place in town. When you can do 5-6 sets in a night, your material grows that much faster. If I'm going to the gym twice a day, I'm going to get stronger.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's, you know, so I would love to get to the level of notoriety and success and fame where I can just walk on and perform and no one's going to give me a light. No one likes Bill Burr. Chappelle goes up. He does 2 hours. He does whatever. He'll not ruin a show, but he'll just, it's me now. It's me now. You know? And I always respect the guys that go up and just, they work on like a shorter set and get off. And I'm like, wow, you have some real discipline and restraint. Because nobody's telling you anything.
Yeah.
And I can see where like.
You make your own calls.
Yeah. And for you to go, no, I'm going to respect the rest of the show. These other guys are working hard. You know, they'll do it anyways. Sorry. They don't even know it yet. I'm like Linda Hamilton from Terminator 2. I look at some new comics and go, you ain't going to do this.
Yeah.
You don't got, when I hear complaining, and I'm like, you've never slept in a snowbank to go to an $85 gig.
Yeah.
So until you do that,
not entitled to anything.
you beg God to live at night.
The generation, they just expect everything to be handed to them, right?
So you were on Conan too. That's pretty awesome.
I liked it.
Yeah?
I had a fun time.
Tall guy, huh?
Huge. Bro, hey, you don't even realize you get close to him. I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
If I'm accurate, I think I'm 5'8".
Yep.
He's 6'4", which isn't
Doesn't
that
seem
tall.
Yeah. Is it his legs? It's like the long legs.
That's what it is. Yeah.
His torso's 81 inches, man.
Oh.
That's like 6.5 feet.
His torso's 6'5".
His torso is taller than my whole body.
His torso's like forward, actually. 2 years. No, I mean, he was... Okay, who was more surprising? Who was bigger? Andy Richter.
Really?
I stood next to him. I was like...
Really?
When watching Andy on TV, I'd have my thought was I could pop off to him at a bar and I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So I'm in person.
He's a big boy.
I would rethink my words.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I was like, bro, he's not only over 6 foot, because next to Conan,
Is he really?
he's at least 6 foot or 6'1".
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's every bit of whatever, over 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So I was standing next to him, I was like, well, if I get the first one in, if I get 2 or 3, you know.
He's thinking about a fight, Andy.
I love it. Andy Richter's like, why is this guy hitting me?
Why is he looking at me like
You know what
that?
I'm saying? Like,
Why is he eyeing me up and
because when you
down?
see somebody that you've watched for years and years and years on TV and film, and then you meet and go, because usually it's the opposite. Usually you're smaller than like when I met Chadwick Boseman, I met him at Tender Greens, and oh my God, my buddy, I embarrassed my friend so bad. I was like eating, and he was like, "You're facing me up." I saw him over there. I got up. I just saw Avengers like the day before, so I just saw Black Panther walk in.
Yeah.
So I got up and walked straight up towards him, and I was like, "Hey, man, And I just started blathering like an asshole.
Really?
And he's like,
Was he a nice guy?
Very much so.
Yeah.
And he put his hands up like to calm.
Really?
Hey, I'll take a picture. You just got.
Did he really?
He goes, but you got to relax.
We don't do that here.
You're getting sweat all over myself.
You're so good, Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson.
The guy's played every single he's played every single major black character.
Yeah.
I mean, unless he does Harriet Tubman, that's pretty much the Black Gambit. Black Panther, Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Harriet Tubman. That's all.
Jackie Robinson. That was a good one. That was a really good one.
That's all of them, man.
That's funny. That's all of them.
That's a joke. For anyone listening, got offended.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Any snowflakes
I know
out there.
there's
jokes.
a ton of amazing African-American heroes in our culture.
Very
I'm
true.
laughing. I'm taking myself out of a hole. It's making you less sincere.
We can cut all this.
We'll cut it.
Thanks, Luca.
He's got you.
By the way, who names Luca? Like, did your dad watch The Godfather? For sure.
Yes.
Well, especially if you read The Godfather, Luca is terrifying. In the movie,
Really?
he's kind of, okay. In the book, the way the Don found him was Luca had gotten a prostitute pregnant. And he killed the prostitute and was in the middle of about to throw the baby into a furnace.
And this is the Godfather
This
book.
isn't a book.
And then he gets arrested. While he's in jail, he tries to kill himself by cutting his own throat. He survives. The Don intercedes and gets him out of jail. And that's why Luca's forever,
Yeah.
And then in the book, there's like 10, 15 years before the movie kind of
Just a lot more history.
There's an assassination attempt on the Don. Like it was a 4-man hit squad. Sonny went after one guy. Luca went after the other 3.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
This is our
There's your history.
it's in the book. He said like Luca was the only man to make the Don uncomfortable. Like everybody saw him as just the devil incarnate.
Ooh.
So there you go.
There you go, man.
There you go.
If you haven't read that book, another book, because if you've seen the movie, I've seen the movie so many times.
Yeah.
I can read the book, and it's like playing both in my head.
Yeah.
And it's just so much detail, especially like
Yeah,
the movie.
Yeah.
Well, much like the book, we don't make eye contact with him either. He scares us.
It's actually his first day.
He scares us.
He's like, Luca's picking you up. I'm like, Luca's picking me up. Then Joey Walnut's going to drop it off.
Joey Walnut.
Joey Beats.
Joey Baggett, no.
Tony the horse.
Johnny Bacon over here.
Huge friggin' guy.
So listen, we have one question for you, and at this point we can play the video that I've primed.
Oh, God.
We can check it out there on the screen to your left there.
Oh, this is me on Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's lost his pulse. All right, cover your ears. Why? That's why. An hour later on checks out in bed 6, sign off on bed's 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So how did that go? That was
swollen leg.
Man, the good thing about that was I had a line. They cut the line.
Oh, okay.
I was supposed to say I had to cut it.
Oh,
And then,
that's awesome.
which, whatever. I still got paid.
What was the line?
What? I had a warrant. That's a better way of saying it.
It would have changed the complete
whole
dynamic.
scene.
The whole dynamic would have been
What?
changed.
Denzel was the cool dude. It's funny when you meet. First off, also thought he would be taller.
What year was that? Do you remember?
2016, I think, is on there. I am.
So just recently.
Yeah. And it's weird meeting Denzel because he was just like wearing track pants. He was very relaxed. When I say he was the most charming man I've ever met, I am not using hyperbole. I'm not overstating it. I'm saying when he smiled, he could have got you to do anything. He really could have gotten you to do he could have slap your mom.
Okay.
All right.
That bitch hard. He just
Say what?
because I do a story in my act about how
New clip for the intro. I'm gonna hit that bitch hard.
we do like 8 takes, and a couple of them he had to address me, and I say in my act he gets close to me, tells me I got more in me, and I'm like, oh, he reminds me of the coach from Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
And every time he talks from that point on, I
That's
just take
funny.
a scene out of whatever But super cool, and he did tell me I was funny twice. He really did.
Did it really?
Yeah,
That's a big
I was
compliment.
very reserved, in my joking because I'm very nervous because
Oh, so just you talking on the set, he was telling you that you were funny.
yeah,
Oh, that's
in
funny.
between takes.
Yeah.
When it was appropriate and the line was crisp, I said it, and he was like, you funny. Like, he laughed.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
He picked everybody down to the extras for that episode.
Really?
Oh, so he chose you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
You know, probably a combination of my screaming and fat ankle. You know.
The screaming, by the way, top notch. Really, like the acting props there.
9 times and you're sweating and you're. I mean, that point I'm exhausted. I really am in pain because I can't scream anymore.
Yeah.
But I said this in my act. I said the dumbest thing I've ever said. I was getting golf carted back to set, and we drive by the gigantic set of General Hospital, and it's huge. And I go, "Oh, cool! You guys have a hospital on set." Just like that, because I didn't.
Yeah.
And she just like in my story on the stage, I say like you can hear her neck muscles turning. She's slowly trying to. Are you going to figure this out before my face gets to you? And she just goes, "No."
That's hilarious.
No, it's General Hospital.
Yeah, you're like, the general.
You don't need specialists on set.
Yeah, it's general.
In case somebody gets hurt, right? So your car's over there.
That's hilarious.
Get out.
And then I got about halfway home and I was like, that's a soap opera, you stupid. I wanted to drive back. Like, I wanted to.
Oh, so you literally didn't realize until you got home?
Halfway home.
That's
30 minutes in
funny.
the car, and then I was like,
That's funny.
General, that's a soap. Oh, man, I really wanted to turn around. I wanted to call.
Apologize.
I lucked out, though, because for that short scene, I was on set for 3 days. They liked me. The producers liked me so much, or found me enjoyable. I don't know what the phrase you will say is, but they liked me so much. And they had me come in the next day to do background in the scene for that, like in a background shot, which I sat in my trailer all day for 5 seconds, laying in a gurney. You couldn't even tell it was me. I was laying all the way back.
Yeah.
So I was like, I made another day rate for that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And they had
This is a back prop. Wow.
yeah. Well, I should have made. Okay, so SAG day rate is $9.96.
Yep.
For the day, almost $1,000. Background's like $125. I should have gotten $125 for what I did. Instead, I got another day rate. So I get home, they call me again, and they go, "Hey, would you want to come in? We didn't get we got to do it again."
Really?
Sure. So this time I sit there all day, and then about 4 o'clock they go, "Hey, yeah, they're gonna move on, so you don't have to. You're good. You can go."
And they still pay you. Wow.
Nice.
I get home
Amazing.
again. They call and go, "We want to shoot your death scene," because I died.
Okay.
You died in that episode?
They cut to a guy wearing a boot and they do chest compressions. That's supposed to be
That
me.
was supposed to be you.
The
Okay.
boot was supposed to be the indicator.
Okay.
Little Easter
I
egg,
noticed
bro.
it wasn't you when I looked, right? It's not.
Yeah, because I've had open heart surgery.
Yeah,
and
you
the
got
lady lady's like, I told the lady, I was like, "No, man, I've had open heart surgery," because they want to do chest compressions.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not letting
Yeah.
a doctor
Yeah.
who's not an actor
Yeah.
get all fucking overzealous on
Yeah,
me.
that's
Well,
true.
You know,
But I'll go to General Hospital.
I don't want to end up in General Hospital.
So can somebody take me to General Hospital quick?
I'm so mad though. I wish I could have got one more day rate out of that bitch.
Listen, this guy's right in your next special right now.
Yeah. So that's 4 paid days for screaming. Well done. Well
So
done.
as somebody who has had multiple broken bones set, watching you get that foot set and that sound effect, I was like, oh, like that really gave me the chills. Like I was like, oh, that's awful.
One of the times she jerked my foot really hard.
Really?
Yeah, and I came up, and he was cutting. Goes, "You can't move. You can't move." That's like that. Just waved his hand. I was like, "When she
broke my leg.
trying to break my ankle,
Yeah.
over," and I didn't say it. I was like, "Got
Got it.
yes, sir."
The other question in connection with that scene that I wanted to ask, actually, my wife wanted me to ask while you were here. How hot is she in real life? She was standing right next to you over the.
Diamonds.
Yeah.
She's
Nearly minted dime.
Yeah.
Shiny.
Yeah.
But so is the Bone Doctor. The Latina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Latino,
Yeah.
excuse me, Latino. I like it's time to apologize to this.
officially.
No, she, it was so funny because I'd never watched an episode of the show.
No, I didn't either until I watched yours, and I was like, I'm kind of into this.
It's a procedural drama.
I was like, this is
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
actually.
asked
Yeah.
the Bone Doctor, I was like, how long have you been on the show? She's like, season 1.
Wow.
And I'm like, we're season 12.
That's insane.
I watched from like 1 to like 8. And then I was like, okay, what more can I do now?
They can set his leg.
Yeah.
Glad guys getting their legs fixed. Well, she lives on like Rancho Cucamonga, which is like the way far. Like she commutes far.
Really?
But more than likely, she's living in a palatial estate. Like You get outside of LA, it's like anywhere else. It's just, you can get what you can get in LA and what you can get out in the middle of nowhere is much better.
Where do they film it at?
Los Feliz in Hollywood, in LA. Totally not Hollywood, it's Los Feliz. Yeah, it's the ABC lot, I think it is.
That must suck for her if she gets all the way home and gets called back. I don't know. She's way upset.
She's been on that show 12 years.
She's making more than day rate.
That's true.
No, I mean, well, and also, when she leaves, she's going home.
Yeah.
There's contracts. There's all kinds of...
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know. No idea.
My favorite part of the whole was the food access. They had a food truck, like a short order guy that would make anything and I just kept eating for 3 days. I had nothing to do. I'm sitting in my trailer with no TV. I didn't bring anything but my cell phone. So
they don't have a TV or anything?
They did, but I got Korean local access. I was like, is this C-SPAN in Seoul?
Yeah, Seoul. What do we think Chris will like? Korean local access.
There's no cable, so whatever the antenna
He
was...
screams Korean.
I love Korean food.
Yeah, Korean food is the bomb.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, man. We got this place in New York City that we hit.
Oh, yeah. The Korean barbecue, the 4 a.m. Korean barbecue.
It's so good. There's a place in
Phenomenal.
LA that I go to that they do I get this thing. It's called a Crazy Boy. It's a pork cutlet, a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, Korean barbecue, beef,
Oh, man.
cabbage, and their own special sauce on Hawaiian bread.
Oh,
That sounds great.
The Hawaiian roll?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That's the best sandwich to make a breakfast sandwich. Best bread to make a breakfast sandwich.
Because it soaks up anything.
Yeah, egg. Oh, man.
So on top of the food thing, they had a dessert room. Like a
room?
Like a room, an entire room with an ice cream machine, entire assortment of cakes and pies, everything. So I'm getting myself a
Yeah. You break day 3, you break Tupperware.
I should
He
have.
backs his car up, just pushes
Third day
the
they had an
table.
omelet guy there. So I got 2 omelets. He's like, what do you want? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, just say things.
Just yell things out.
He's like, I was like, cheese and bacon. He's like, cheese and bacon.
Cocaine.
Doritos.
The things.
So I got
Doritos and Thin Mints.
I had these bevy of pies, and I'm literally got all these desserts on my thing, and there's other actors in there getting their food, and this PA lady comes in and just starts screaming, "You guys can't eat until they eat." And I was like,
Really?
Oh,
Halfway through everything.
and I'm just like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize." She goes, "Not you, them. They were extras. They eat it. There's leftovers."
That is.
No, and I was just like,
Not you.
Homeless guy number 1 puts down his tray.
And the funny thing is, I turned bougie in 1 second and just stared down at them like, you should know.
Yeah. You should have went up to him and just scoop what they had on their plate on yours.
I love that smug look. You should know.
Yeah, you should know.
What she said.
They're called rules. Ever heard of them?
You just walk up to the food ground. Hey, man, can I get a pastrami milk? Yeah, come back in 15 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was like a magic box that served you whatever you wanted.
Wow.
Dude, I want him to go to Walensky's Light Lunch up here with us. That place is
Have you been to any places in Montreal while you got here Wednesday? So you had a little bit of time.
They have a great sandwich shop too.
I got Domino's first night.
Nice.
Domino's.
Because they delivered, it was 15 degrees.
Respectable.
Yeah.
Respectable.
This is the thing, real quick, about pizza here. It almost exclusively sucks. all
Unless
of
you
it.
get Domino's, then you know what you're getting.
I'm from New York. I'm a little bit of a pizza snob. I order from Domino's because I know what I'm getting.
Yeah, that's... So I went to the panini place next to my hotel, and I walk all the way there the first night, cash only. They don't take,
Yeah.
they take debit, but not American debit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I just got here. I don't have any merch money yet.
Yep.
So I went back to my room. Also, they don't serve sandwiches on Domino's up here. The website
it's
didn't
true.
know.
Yeah,
They
don't.
do serve sandwiches in the States.
Yeah, which I love. I love those Philly steak. It's
Yeah.
Right.
They're not bad sandwiches.
Right. I like their Philly cheesesteak pizza too. This thing. That's good.
Solid choice.
That's good.
I get a thin crust. I get the same thing. Thin crust, pineapple with the garlic
is
parmesan sauce. 'Cause I can't do the red sauce anymore because I got the
Acid reflux.
yeah.
And I had to cut back.
sucks.
I used to be able to crush a gallon of OJ in 2 days.
So that's a lot of acid.
That's a lot of
That's pH.
That's a lot of burning.
Now I have like this much, and I pay a cost.
Yeah.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
You,
You know
take,
it's
like,
coming.
legit meds
Yeah.
to keep that down.
cranking through
yeah.
I know
I'm
people
like
that struggle
bumping on
with it.
Meprazole, just like get it.
Yeah.
No, my dad struggles with it too. I know.
You just cut it out. Just don't eat it. It's. If I have OJ, it's in the morning and it's a very small amount, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the one thing about the intermittent fasting that I like to do, but it helps me I was having trouble sleeping. I would wake up and piss a bunch.
Yeah.
In the night because I was like, eating and drinking before bed.
Right.
Now it's by 7 o'clock. My brain's like, you need to get food in you because we're done.
Yeah.
We're shutting the factory down.
Yeah. So, the surgery you had, did it take anything out, or is that why you have it? Or
No, they
Oh, that's what we wanted to ask him about.
yeah, because
this is a crazy.
This is the aneurysm happened here. I got scarred.
Right.
Excuse me. Keep spitting.
No, it's good, dude. Don't worry about it.
So they fixed it here and they cut me open. They put a mesh in and they did a bunch of stuff, but I just can't remember specifically what all they did.
Yeah.
But I know they just went in and fixed a bunch of stuff. Also, to get underneath here, you have to crack the sternum.
oh, I heard that's tough to come back
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
That's sore. Isn't
that's
it? Like
But yeah,
bad.
for the first few months, I'd wake up and I could crack my chest. Like, and it would sound like,
You'd feel.
oh, you felt it. It was something.
Yeah.
Your sternum's only about that wide. So
Yeah.
you cut up the middle of it. My shit sat out about
Popped
that
it
far.
out.
Yeah. Fix whatever they got to fix. And then
That's gross.
wire me and glue me shut.
Better be alive, I guess.
Like I said, my pain tolerance. I have a bad back. I think I have a slightly herniated disc in my back right now. That's why I sit when I do my set now because I can't stand for.
Yeah.
Even sitting for a while hurts. Like it's just.
Right.
Yeah.
I go back to the room now. And I bring with me on the road like my lacrosse ball, my straps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because stretch and everything just to
Work it out.
So,
Yeah.
I have a thought too. It's just something I noticed because I was obviously knowing that we were having you on, I was watching like a bunch of your stuff, and I know you have like a small YouTube channel, and you had posted a video of the whole story about that. But what I thought was interesting, which I wanted to ask you about, was that in that video, I mean, you're like emotional, tearing up, and then you can take that to stage and you can make everybody laugh, and I think that is awesome. That you can that I think that is where the best comedy comes from. It comes from pain and real life crap
experiences.
that people have to deal with, and then you can take that, go to the general hospital, get fixed.
Dude, I had a club owner in Florida tell me not to do my heart material.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
German bitch.
Then why'd they even book you? That's
Well, because it was booked with an agency, so they didn't.
Oh.
But also,
Why didn't they want you to do it?
so what happened was they don't police their room, and once drunk adults is the easiest way to get people to leave.
Yeah.
Is to call them children. That is the easiest way to get drunk adults. Because after making fun of them, after about 10 minutes of making fun of them, I'm sick of talking to them. They're now an interruption.
Right.
So I just told these four, I go, all four of you are at least 15 years older than me, and you're all acting like a bunch of children. If your parents are still alive, do you think they're embarrassed and shameful of how your behavior is?
Oh,
And I just got up and left.
Yeah, that's a.
I'm like, I'm going to rub your face and shit like a child.
They cannot come back from that.
So they just kept heckling and heckling.
They got up and left, and as they were leaving, the owner, I guess, was downstairs because the club was the second story, and I guess they ran into him, and they only remembered the last thing I was talking about, which was my heart stuff, which I close on. So they just they just had to come up with a reason why they were leaving, other than we're shit faced and we're a problem.
So what they say, like it offended
We don't-
them or
we
made them
don't
feel
like
bad or
these-
something?
Yeah, fuck them.
They just said
insane.
something stupid.
So the next day, the next night, that happened on Thursday and Friday, she tells me after the show, she's like, why'd you do your heart material again? I told you not to do that. I was like, you didn't tell me anything. She goes, well, the booker should have told you. I go, she called me and we didn't talk about that at all. She goes, well, if you do it again, I'll pull you off the stage. Nobody wants to hear your heart material.
What?
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So I went to Facebook because I was almost going to walk off and not do the gig.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get paid. And burning her club down was an option.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's unless you're in Montreal, that's what they do
She's
here.
running a barely functioning comedy club. That's her lot.
Yeah.
I haven't gone back. I haven't thought about it. I haven't.
So you took it out of the last one?
I did an hour without even doing it.
Yeah.
You know? And
That's garbage. That's
I
garbage.
did almost crowd work the entire show.
Right.
Like I was refusing.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna we'll sleepwalk through this.
I'm not playing your game.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and I just didn't want to have that moment come up where she, cut my mic, or it would have been more embarrassing for a club than she'd have realized.
Yeah.
So I was a bigger person. I adjusted my set, and
What's not funny is when someone not funny tries to tell you how to be funny.
oh, my fun thing was I messaged the agent, the booker, and when I did Conan, and I sent her that set, and I go, hey, won't you relay this to the German lady who told me I shouldn't do this because it's doing well.
That's funny.
And she goes, she sends back a ha ha ha. I don't think I'm going to, but very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Because I was going to
Yeah.
say, that's what I saw you do on Conan, and it was awesome and it was hilarious and everybody loved it.
2 days notice for Conan.
Wow, that's got to be a stressful 2 days.
Yeah, do you get up
You've already been dead.
but
That's true.
But do you get up
Certain
there?
things don't register anymore. I'm like, people can shoot guns off, and I just would stare there because I'm like, I'm not going to die right
But do you get any stage fright at all? Any nervous butterflies
now.
when
Because
you
the
go
one
on?
thing that, okay, so the nerves went away because I yell when I walk on. I say, yay, it's me. It's one way. I started doing that to get rid of nerves at a younger in age. Now I just, it's just, I'm yelling. Also, it means I'm walking up there. It's a way to get everyone's attention.
Right.
Be the last person.
I like that.
Right.
I just go, yeah, it's me! Yeah! And then now as I go laugh and I just go, yeah! I just lose my enthusiasm. Just out of boredom because I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
So what should we talk about?
I'm still alive, guys.
Yeah. So I'll tell you a story about Conan. I spent 6 months going back and forth with the booker of Kimmel. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. And, between 6 and 8 months, so back and forth. Mm-hmm. And then she finally sends an email back, hey, love this set. I'm going to send it to Jimmy for final approval, but that's kind of more of a formality than an obstacle. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, great. So a week later, I get a mass email from her. Hey, I've been terminated.
No.
And then stand-up's on a permanent hiatus.
And it's your fault.
It was your art material.
No.
You kept talking about the art.
You killed us, just like you almost died. So, it was funny because the comic that I told this to the other day, he goes, so what'd you break? Because he goes, in a moment like that, I go, I'm a fan. I punched a fan.
Because you've gone to that end process and then it's
just to
start from the beginning.
The sash of the finish line is like literally in my mouth, and I tripped. So I broke my girlfriend got so she was never like, I've never seen you react like that. I'm like, well, never been let down so hard. So I beat that. I broke a fan, like smashed it, like because I had to get it.
Yeah, you had to do something.
So I wait, and I took her my girlfriend's advice, and I waited a week, and I didn't do stand up at all. Didn't even focus on my career. Took a week off.
Okay.
To come down from this. And then on a Monday at like 1:30 in the afternoon, I sent the guy at Conan an email telling him what happened. And I go, hey, because I met the guy, his name's JP Buck. I met him when I won Big Sky in 2015. Mm-hmm. And I closed with the final show as a 10-minute set, so I did the longer version of my aneurysm story.
Yep.
Just because I knew everybody was doing their best bits. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to do a really strong story. My logic was they're dropping bombs. I'm dropping leaflets and food. I'm trying to win hearts and minds.
Yeah.
Because that's what a comedy contest is inherently, is a popularity contest.
Sure, yeah.
Really, if you
Makes
look at
sense.
it. So I'm going to go up in front of 600 people and say I lived.
Yeah.
I knew the game I was playing.
That's smart.
Tug those heartstrings.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if I make it to the finals, I'm not doing this story until I get to the finals. One, because the time to do it, I only have 5 minutes in the first 2 rounds. To do, so I was like, I'm just going to go up and just machine gun 5 minutes. And I got myself in the finals, and I'm like, nope, now I'm going to tell this story. But, so he and I had a core, we knew each other, and I messaged him, I go, hey, this is what happened, yada, yada, yada. I'd love to submit for Conan. And then, as any person that does, I sent the email, I took the rest of the day off, because that was it. I was like, I didn't expect him to
hair back.
Yeah, for a week.
Yeah.
If back at all. Mm-hmm. So I decided, I'm going to get in the shower, and my phone buzzes, and I'm like, I'll check it. It's an email, and I see it from JP, and I'm like, oh, well. And the first line I could read, you can always read in the first line of your...
Yeah.
And it goes, wow, this set has been really trimmed. I have no notes at all. And I'm like, well, I want to finish this email, because this is a lot more positive than just one line. So I open it, and it's like, are you free Wednesday?
And what day was this?
Monday.
Oh, wow.
And I go... Free for what?
Yeah, for lunch?
He goes, to tape Conan.
Oh, wow.
And I go, I just want to be sure. And I go, yes, I'm available. I was supposed to be in Arizona.
Wow.
New Mexico doing a casino.
Yeah, you were just like, forget.
Yeah, I emailed her. And it was so funny because it's the same book that other room.
Yep.
And she didn't even say, I know I put a shit nugget in her lap 2 days out on a hard gig to fill. So I know that wasn't a great day for her. But you could still go congrats.
Give you nothing?
Yeah.
Well, because I think in her mind, well, he's now moving past us. Because I haven't worked at their club chain since, because they don't pay enough. I'm getting more money somewhere else. But yeah, so I just was like, hey, I ran the set twice to get comfortable. I went and did it. But to answer your question about the nerves, it's such a long walk from where you open to where your mark is that I got rid of. The nerves were gone by the time I got to my mark because I'm like, if you had to walk 5 feet, the nerves are still there. When you have to walk 25 feet, you're like, God damn it.
Still walking.
I'm winded.
Yeah.
Dead man walking.
Yeah. And then I tell you the truth, because you do your sound check, so you get to go out there. You get to stand where you're going to stand and go look. But when I walk out there, I go, I see 2 applause signs and a full audience.
Yeah.
This couldn't be more geared for my success, you know.
Yeah.
And then I got my first laugh, and I was like, oh, the car started. We're driving.
Yeah.
And
then you're just into it.
yeah, and then I luckily had that woman. If she wasn't so close when she yelled out something, I would have ignored it. But because she was so close, I was able to respond and get that good line. Conan actually, that was the first compliment he said.
I was going to say, what did he say to you when you were done?
Well, he goes, he walks up and he goes, a great set. He goes, it's hard to not applaud for the guy that lived. It's a great set. And I was like,
yeah. You get it.
I went contest with this.
Yeah.
and then he goes, was that pre-planned? When you yelled, does that happen a lot? And I go, no, he goes, that was brilliant. That was great. Because the lady goes, because when I go, I have my thing in Harrisburg.
She goes,
woo. And I go, okay.
Yeah.
My memories were different.
My memories, yes.
I showed my mom that set. She was dying laughing.
My
she
memories
loved
are
it.
different.
She's like, you're interviewing this guy? I'm like, I think so.
He may cancel.
Yeah, exactly.
He's way too big for our tiny podcast. He's going to cancel.
I like doing podcasts. It's just conversating.
Might be a cat in there.
No, I put him in the bed. He's on there.
Oh, I didn't notice there was a cat. I would have had.
Do you have allergies? I'm so sorry.
No, some cats. It's so weird, man.
He's pretty short haired. Like he doesn't really shed too much. So I
think that's. It just depends. I think it's kittens. I have more dander than cats. I think.
Okay.
I think. If anybody listens, that was a complete. That's a guess.
I should probably warn people that I have a cat before they come here.
Yeah. The deathly allergies. Yeah. So do you when you're like in LA because you live in LA now?
Yes, sir.
Do you run into a lot of people out there? Like, do you ever run into like Spade or Sam? Any of those guys doing?
You see David Spade.
He does a lot of comic stuff there.
Yeah, he's really funny. David Spade, as a stand-up, I got a lot more respect. I think he's a hilarious character actor.
Yeah.
But I mean, like as a stand-up, I was like, he's got real good chops. Like he.
Yeah.
And I saw him talking to this hot blonde in like the lobby part of the Improv. Now it's the lab, but before that it was just a lobby. And I walked up and I was like, can I get a picture with you? I mean, I've been a fan of yours. And that's true. I was being sincere, but I'm sure it helped when he was in front of that blonde because he's just like, sure, of course.
You know me?
Yeah, like, oh, man, come on. I'm
yeah.
like, man, come on. I watched Tommy Boy 5,000 times growing up. Like, bro, you know?
Yeah.
And he was super cool. Now, I mean, honestly, I don't think I've met an asshole yet. I've only had one bad instance on the road with a headliner when I was featuring.
Oh, yeah?
One. Yeah. I don't like telling the story again.
No,
she's actually a Canadian comedian. She's
Really?
actually a Canadian comedian. So she and a Canadian comedian. So I'll give you that filter. Those two filters.
And just the jerk.
Yeah, she had a drinking problem. If that helps. It was Jeremy Hotz. No, I'm kidding.
Was it Burt Kreischer? No.
Burt.com.
Burt and Jeremy are great guys. No, it was a female comic, and she was very drunk. Very, very, very drunk. And she just got real close to my face and just was like, LA's going to eat you up and chew you out.
Wow.
And I was like, that was a man.
Wow. Yeah.
That's how you handle those are. But because it was a woman, I couldn't. I just stood there and took it. You know?
Ugh.
But at the end of the day.
Why wouldn't somebody even. I don't know. That seems weird to just be.
I think she more likely did not build her fan base after the height of her career.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know, because she had some achievements, real achievements. I just don't think she focused on building the fan base because that's what keeps you in decent sized clubs.
No, she said that because of her problems, not because of yours. I think.
No, I know, but I may have represented something.
Yeah.
Lost.
I got you.
The past. I may have represented things that, you know, like this guy's on his way up, I'm on my way down.
Yep.
You know, and she was just a drunk. She was also very drunk. It was the alcohol.
Yeah.
And the next morning, she just texted me, "Sorry, I drink."
Yeah.
Did she really?
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, we get back to the club the next night, and earlier, while we were all drinking with the club, the manager, and all the staff, was after hours. Before we left, and she said that I sucked, like in front of everybody. And like everyone was like, "No, you have no recollection of what happened The manager was even like, no, Chris killed it.
Wow.
So the next night I come in, the manager, Tina, I still remember her name, she pulls me in the office and goes, on behalf of Connections in in Lansing, she goes, on behalf of Connections, I want to apologize for how the headliner treated you last night. And then I told her what happened in the car, and she goes, do you want me to fire her?
Wow.
And I'm like, well, it's my first time working here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, no.
I don't want that.
I'm not gonna be a pop star. So
I don't want that reputation.
Yeah, so she's like, you sure? Because she's a bitch and I hate her and I have no problems firing her. Like, she was looking from me, and I was like, I'm not the authority in this at all.
Yeah, no.
But it was just like,
Why make enemies?
And it's weird because, like, last night, the guy who works in the club, I believe his name is Peter. Mm-hmm. Super nice guy. He goes, showed me a text that he sent to the owner about how, like, when I walked in, that I was like, he goes, you were so likable and so energetic and so much fun from the first second that I had to tell the owners. And I was like, wow.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. I was like, wow, okay, that's great. That makes my day better.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I hope you come up here more because
Yeah,
I want to have you back on.
Yeah, I like to work this club again, man. It's fun.
Or come to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
You ever get out to Boston?
Oh, I never performed Massachusetts.
No?
No,
Oh, dude,
but I
you
almost
should.
did hit Bill Wheeled with my car one time.
Really?
No, but I just knew the name.
Governor Weld.
Was he a good governor?
I don't
know.
That was way back when.
Because I think he's running for president as an independent.
Is he?
I think so.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name in
haven't heard
ages.
Because he was Gary Johnson's running mate in the last election.
I don't know.
You know, it's funny if you look at Trump, the amount that he lost to Hillary, or the amount that he won, he beat Hillary.
Yeah.
If you look at Jill Stein's numbers, she took just enough away from Hillary.
Oh, to push him up, really?
Yeah, the difference was like literally like.
Yeah, it was a small amount. Yeah.
He barely won like certain states, and that's what pushed him.
Yeah.
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 But back to politics. Outside of Boston, what comedy clubs are there?
So
We were just talking about that.
yeah,
today.
we were just talking about it. There's not a ton of like dedicated comedy clubs. Like there's
The
Giggles. There's Giggles on Route 1. I've never been to the Loft.
That's in Faneuil Hall, right? The Loft.
Yes, it's around that
Yeah.
area. I think.
Yeah.
I don't. The Wilbur, people do a lot there. We have a few venues, but the main one I think that most comics come through. If you're Bert or Bill Burr, or if they,
guys in the theaters?
they're selling out
Yeah.
that Wilbur.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I saw Bert.
Wilbur's a
last
smaller
year.
theater, right?
Wilbur's a little bit smaller.
It's a medium-sized venue. I'd
I don't know
say.
how many
It's weird.
seats, but
You need a 500 seat, 1,000 theater. If you have a 200 seat comedy club and you can sell about 5 shows, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you do one?
Just
theater
do
show?
one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I get mad when I see certain acts doing clubs. I'm like, why? Just do a small theater one night,
And
Why
then
are
you can go
working?
home.
Yeah, why are you
Yeah.
I don't get it. And I'm like, can you not? Are you just scared to go outside the club model? I don't know. I don't know what logic is. Maybe it's they want to help.
Maybe they like that size, the coziness.
They like
whatever
doing
it is. Yeah.
Well, there's no logic that you can say that I can't argue against and go. Well, no, you're going to sell the same amount of merch to 1,000 people that you would 1,000 people over 5 shows. So it's not a merch angle. It's not a. It's you just want to work 5 times harder.
Yeah.
yeah. It's a little- I never thought about it like that.
Just do one. I mean, I hate 2 shows. I hate 2 shows.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah.
Because it's just, to me, the second one feels extremely disingenuous for me, because I've already said these material once tonight.
Yeah.
Like it's magic. It's like doing magic a bunch in one night. Like it stops.
So you always like the early show better than most of the
I
time?
like one show. I like
One
to do one
show.
show, 9 o'clock, go up
Yeah.
both barrels, and then just be done.
Yeah, lay it all out there.
Yeah.
Go
Instead of having a
crazy.
second show, I'm going to walk up and babysit a bunch of drunk people that decide to go out at 10:30.
Dude, maybe we
He
should be
just,
on the 10:30
he just
show.
described us tonight.
That's fine. Y'all behave. That's fine.
Where did I say? Right up front? And be the
You're
biggest
like, you're
assholes.
15, leave.
There was a redhead I forgot last night that was just, I was like, I don't care if it's your day or not. I'm not taking your shit.
Oh, dude! Like, I went to a show at the Comedy Nest a couple months ago. It was Brian Scalero, and
I love Brian.
He was
Dude,
awesome.
he's
It was a sick show.
Dude is absolutely one of the most in-shape comedians I've ever met. I just showed them in Ventura, and I kind of popped him on his stomach. Like, hey, buddy.
Yeah.
And I was like, God.
He's a rock hard.
Yeah.
I literally was just like, tightened up. And I wanted to start sparring on his stomach just because, bro, it's like hitting stone.
Yeah.
Stone.
There was just this one girl sitting right in the front, and she could just kind of ruin the whole show.
I don't, what is that?
That sucks.
Sitting there like
Yeah.
this.
You've had a lot.
I had Theo.
don't-
I had my guy kick a group out last night.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, I was like,
Really?
Yeah, I was like, Theo, I don't want him here.
Before you went out, or
No, while I was on stage.
They get that into it.
Well, it's funny because I'll tell you, you all
people-
paid. Well, it's weird because if you go to a movie theater and you talk in a movie theater more than above a whisper, I'll take my shoelaces off and garrote you from behind.
How do you get back there?
But people will interrupt the comedy show and then don't say anything.
Yeah.
It's weird the amount of self-policing involved in a movie theater, and yet a live performance, we're all letting this go.
It's like you'd be freer,
I hear, like, I've been thinking about it more and more because I hear Rogan talk about it a lot on his podcast, and he's just, like, what is that? Like, what makes people think that they can come in and just ruin a show for the other however many 100 people or whatever are there?
Even other live acts, like you don't do that. You don't go to a concert.
The bouncers are going to remove you immediately.
Go to a Wu-Tang concert, start causing problems.
You will be shot.
It's not
Nothing to fuck with.
It's not going to be in your favor at all.
Yeah, man, you got 9 dudes stomping on ODB.
ODB.
I'm moving and my feet aren't even touching the ground.
ODB's hologram comes out of the stage. And just
Apparently, his son raps.
Does he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they say you cannot tell the difference.
I gotta look that up now.
Yeah, that's a.
My buddy,
check that out.
Don't say me, but he's smaller. Much smaller. Much smaller. But he looks at my face. He goes, I was one of the white guys at the concert, just knowing every lyric.
Just super pumped.
Wu-Tang, man. I fucking love that shit.
Yo, it's awesome. We were listening to it before you got here, actually.
Yeah.
So the Comedy Nest. What do you think about the room?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, man. It's 150 seats. You don't need more than that. Anything more than that, you're inviting problems.
Right.
I see those big improvs, and I'm like, first off, I freak out because I'm like, if I want to fill that.
Yeah.
Because like I love in comics, I love to headline an improv. I'm like, can you bring 4,000 people?
Yeah.
You know, I'll do a Wednesday and be happy if I get 100.
Yeah.
I'll be happy if I get 100. You know, because like people don't necessarily like when you get to that draw level, they have to want to come and see you. Because like I asked last night at the 10:30 show, who looked me up before they came? Only half the room. Mm-hmm. So still, half of the audience came just on the reputation of the club.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right.
You know, and it's like, how can I gotta, gotta get more credits. That's what it is. More success. I got turned down for AGT this year. I'm still possible.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
They told me I got passed by the exec producers. And then I got an update and they said you're impossible because they're looking more towards alt comics. I want to have on this year. And then I found out I didn't get Bring the Funny, a new show. I got to final round of casting for that. Mm-hmm. Didn't get that. So
man.
No, it's fun because I booked a shit ton of road work from like March until the summer. And that was my contingent. That was my plan B. I'm like, if I don't get TV, if I don't get some TV, I'm just going to go on the road for 3 months and make some money.
Right.
And then, I don't know, blow my brains up.
The next step, there is a lot more avenues to become known now than there was in the past, for sure.
Oh, well, I mean, the thing is, but there was the singularity created a chance to have a lot more instant success. Like back in the day, you go on Carson and you were making $200,000 a year from that
right
point
after.
on. Yeah, right after. Now, I did Conan, great. It helps me get, that clip helps me get booked at a lot of clubs.
Right.
I feel bad for comics that do like late night and then don't have the act yet. Mm-hmm. Because you can't really, you're gonna feature with a Conan credit? You're really gonna feature with a Conan credit? Or a late night credit or whatever, or something like that. And I just go, man, you want to have that act. Like I was on comedy 14 years before I did Conan. Some comics do it 5 years in, but I'm making more money off it because they can't headline, but they've got Conan.
Right.
But after 2 years, that there's been 110 guys that have done Conan since, so you have about a year per credit now. And even like the thing on Netflix that I'm on, Cooking on High, it's nice to get people recognize me from it every once in a while. Yeah. But like, I can't tour off that. Like, people have Netflix specials and still can't fill rooms. It's how you work with your fans, how much interaction you have with your fans, and you have to cultivate it. It's a little like growing an army. Like Joe Rogan's a genius.
Yeah.
Can I come on your podcast, Joe?
Joe definitely does not listen to this one.
Joe, you need to help me.
These aren't even plugged in.
That got me good.
We don't have a podcast.
Yeah.
We have the stickers made and everything.
I just came in for the free cheese.
That's it.
We heard you hadn't eaten today yet.
So hungry.
Yeah, we gotta. This guy needs some food, man.
No, I was sarcastic. I have chips, and I'll have Luca drop me off at the panini place because I can afford it now.
Yeah. There you go.
Walk in my cash like Pretty Woman. Big mistake. Big mistake.
And they're all just looking at you.
That fat guy's back.
May we help you, sir?
Yeah, I came in here yesterday to get Philly cheese and chip cookies.
Light the grills. The beacon is lit. The beacon is lit.
I just want a panini sandwich and chip cookies from that place. That's all I want.
What? There's so much more you could ask for, and you choose not
And then
to.
I'll have some McDonald's before the show.
Just a humble guy. That's why we
Right
love
across the
him.
street from the nest.
It's weird when people like make a big deal whenever you like. It's weird when people ever freak out. I'm like, when people take pictures, I still get weird. Like after the shows, I'm just like, because I don't see myself as
It's gotta
anything
be
but just a guy that
strange, right?
still is avoiding a job. I don't see myself. I see myself as an artist, but like I still see myself as a guy who's ducking responsibility at every turn.
You're pretty successful at it. I'm
Yeah,
It's working out pretty well so far.
You know, the other things I've done in my life off the books, I've been pretty successful at not working hard. Comedy's the only thing I work hard at.
Yeah.
I like it because there's such a fun mystery to it. There's failing on stage and taking a new bit and making a new bit work is still the greatest feeling that there is in stand-up. Taking something that you had on a piece of paper on a stage and after 20 times doing it, you're like, oh, this is a bit.
Yeah.
This is a fun, great
Workshop
It's
it.
like polishing a stone and go, okay, I can put that there, nice. And then I love the fact that I'm building my second album and I'm getting more hopefully in July I'm at the Comedy Club of Kansas City. And I'm going to want to record there because apparently the guy's building an amazing club.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Cool. So that's where you think you're going to do the
that's where I want to. I'm going to reach out to him and
Special.
ask him if that's a possibility because I know he's going to have state-of-the-art equipment.
Yep.
So I think it'd be easier.
Yep.
And the record label, they may be able to send someone in Kansas City to help.
Right.
Or the club might be able to do it themselves.
Okay, nice.
But I just want to do it. Club Built for Comfort. That's the name of the album.
Build for comfort. I like it. I like it.
That's a good title.
Yeah, because the ultimate goal would be is to get my second album out and then take both two albums, combine them, just kind of weed out whatever I don't like or don't want to keep, and then do a special.
Right.
Or shoot it. Excuse me. Just shoot it.
Try to sell it.
Can't. I mean, unless I got 150, 200 grand to put into a special, I'm not going to sell it.
That's rough.
I mean, because that's the quality of performance. You literally need to have something with cranes, cameras, editing. It has to look like a Netflix special for Netflix to buy it.
Right.
Well, that shit ain't cheap.
I was wondering how that works. So Netflix doesn't pay to have the special.
Some of them
produced.
they do.
Oh,
The big guys.
big people they do.
Yeah.
The big guys they do.
All right.
And they were giving them out they gave out a bunch
There
because
was tons of
they're
specials
trying
coming
to corner the market. That's
Yeah.
what it is. They're trying to give everyone a special, and no one else can do a special on any of the platforms.
Segura had one. Bert had one.
Secret Time. Bert, I'm pretty sure produced that himself and brought it to Netflix after.
Netflix bought it.
Yeah, you can get a deal in place, or it's just and honestly, I'd rather produce the entire final product than just sell it.
Sell it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have creative control.
You have-
You
over
build
it.
my car, and I'll sell you the car.
Yeah.
Exactly. What are we at?
model
What are we
too.
at, Luca?
Right, 103.
103.
It is 3:30 now. I know we don't want to. I know you wanted to get back, so I don't.
Get that fifth jerkin.
Oh,
Soda. No, about 5:30, I'll take a
schedule
nap
is-
for about 2 hours, and then go to the club.
Nice.
Let's not
Perfect.
shake hands goodbye. Let's just nod.
What time's your first show?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll probably sleep 7. Just an hour and a half, just to wake me up for the.
Yeah. Get you pumped.
Because I'm only, like I said, if I get back by 12:30, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And then it's 3.5, and that's going right to sleep.
Yeah.
Which there's a good chance I make it back to my room and go. This ain't
Yeah,
happening.
not worth it. Just sleep on a plane.
Yeah. Well, because if I had to drive a rental, I'd be a little more I need some sleep. But
Well, if you want to stay up all night, we'll take you out for pizza.
Dude, bro. It's right here.
gravy and fries. I'm not a big fry guy. So I would eat gravy and cheese by themselves. I think the fries are just a
Just scrape it off.
It's a vessel to eat the cheese in the
That's
gravy.
right. That's really
Yeah.
what it is. Because I mean,
Yes, the vehicle.
if chips, we would eat dips with our hands if chips didn't exist.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
Artichoke dip is the shit.
Yeah, it is. It's very true.
It's the least healthiest thing ever.
Yeah. I love, you know what I love too? Whipped feta. You guys ever had that on like bread?
How do
No.
you whip feta?
So I've actually never made it, which is surprising because I love to cook and I make a lot of different stuff. But I've had it. I just buy it at the grocery store, and it's like a soft. It's almost like a whipped cream cheese, but it's feta, and you put that on like bread with. I do whipped feta. I take a head of garlic, roast it in the oven with olive oil, salt, pepper. Get it all nice and soft, and I scoop out the garlic and I put it on a piece of bread with feta.
Smear it on.
That's a snack, my friend. That's
One of my favorite
I'm starting to get hungry now.
I know, and I'm hungry.
We ate so much.
We just had tacos.
I love it's like what we said, appetizer. A little bit of just take scallops
Yeah.
in a pan, a little bit.
Yep.
A little bit of goat cheese on a cracker.
Goat cheese is where it's
Eat
at.
about 9 of them. That's dinner.
That sounds
I
great.
love
I love
scallops.
scallops. Like,
Yeah.
I crush scallops.
It's crazy. None of you guys smoke weed. As I look over to a gallon, I didn't know they make this size bottle.
I know. New Hampshire liquor store.
States, man.
30 US dollars in our states.
It's a fucking Under the Giant personal.
How many beers they say he drank?
Oh, I was watching Joe Rogan when Jake the Snake was on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jake the Snake.
That was
I did
great.
see that one, yeah.
And he said they drank 48 beers in the course of 80 miles.
Crazy.
And Jake the Snake was like, I kept hearing beers popping in the back, and he thought he was fucking with him. And Jake the Snake goes, after about 6 beers, I have to pee every beer. Like once you break
Yeah,
that seal.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes, when I look back
insane.
there and I see all those empty cans, I'm thinking to see a pile of piss. He didn't pee. He had 48 beers without having to go bathroom. On top of but you've seen the picture of his hand.
I was gonna say
beer
hands
can.
like
Bro, so it's like,
Yeah.
for him to crush
Like-
12 ounces is like for me to drink
Yeah.
3 ounces.
Yeah.
3 ounces. Like,
it's one glove. It's gone.
Yeah.
That's like a little V8 can
even
for
if you
him.
give him a 3-to-1 ratio, 3 beers for every one normal human, right?
Still 48.
It's still 16 beers in 80 miles, bro.
So that's a
That's
lot.
damn near a case
Yeah.
in the course of an hour and 10 minutes if he's doing the speed
That's
limit.
ridiculous.
I couldn't even hold near that.
Well, but
You're not that.
if you're 3-timing, because he was 550 pounds.
Yeah.
His bladder was like a basketball.
That's insane.
Just a basketball hole cutting it. Just,
That's, dude. What?
yeah,
filling up.
he's one of those
Story.
humans that bro, and my roommate, he's a comedian. He can drink a lot too, but when he hears those stories, he's just like, I don't know how he can do it. And it's just also just crushing it. You're constantly drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just pours them, and it must be 2 sips of beer, 2 drinks. 2 swallows.
It's
Two
not
big
it's not
gulps.
drinking it to enjoy it.
Well, because he was constantly growing and stuff. I'm sure that dude
Yeah.
was in constant.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Oh, they told a story about him farting on him.
I don't even remember that. I watched this whole episode.
So I guess he's supposed to pretend to drop his ass on him, like one of those moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he slips and he falls on him and he rolls over to the side of him. He goes, all of a sudden, I just feel this warm, powerful air. And Andre's laughing, and the ref's like, why are you laughing? He's like, because I'm farting. And he goes, I pull my arm away, and it's like this red wine stain.
Oh, what?
Just the nastiest.
What?
Yeah, it's a 2-hour podcast. You got to watch that episode.
I don't remember that story. I listened to the Jake the Snake
Yeah, that's a
one.
2-hour podcast. It's
Yeah, I gotta
him
listen
just
to it
telling
again.
stories. Did you watch the Diamond Dallas Page documentary with
I haven't seen
Jake the Snake?
I haven't seen the documentary. I know he's doing a lot of good for people though with that. His little is it yoga
Yeah.
or the stretching? People are losing all
they
kinds
got
of weight.
Jake the Snake. I mean, he was just smoking crack and
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
crazy.
He was
in a
rough.
bad spot.
Yeah.
I think he got him sober, and I don't know if he's still sober or whatever, but hopefully he is, man.
Yeah.
The story about Macho Man making him have the snake bite him first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
dude.
That's right.
I remember that. Oh.
You're in the ring, you
That's
don't
crazy.
feel nothing but having a snake bite you cold. To hike your pant leg up. I'm like, bro, fuck. I'm like, Macho Man, you kiss my ass. He looks like he just always got punched in the dedunum. Like he always got punched in that fucking. How you doing? Bro,
Step into a Slim Jim.
God, that class of wrestler, man. Those guys are just amazing.
Superstars.
Crazy.
Even the managers were awesome.
That's all.
Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah. Forget the name of the Undertaker's guy. I forget his
I
name.
don't remember. I was never that into wrestling.
I became more of a fan as an adult than I was as a juvenile.
Just because they're so over the top.
I went to my first. My buddy took me to my first house show, and I was just like, After seeing a dude throw another dude into a table 9 times, I'm like, you guys.
Oh yeah.
Like when you see the amount of those guys, every time they wrestle, taking days off their lives.
Yeah.
Every time they wrestle, that's 5 less days.
Oh, and those house guys, they don't make. They're
don't make a ton.
not making that much money for.
No, they
their
share rental
lives.
cars and shit. Like I was watching documentaries, I'm like, they share hotel rooms, they share rental cars because apparently WWE doesn't pay for any of that shit.
Yeah.
They're all independent contractors.
They're like single A baseball players. Yeah.
Oh, but that's the life. And then AAA baseball. It's like a John Fogerty song. Isn't it?
On a bus together, rolling through the country.
It's like Bull Durham, man.
Yeah. Great movie.
Kevin Costner can make 2 movies. Baseball movies and movies about baseball. That's basically what he's good at. If you're listening, Kevin.
We love you.
Mr. Costner.
We love you.
He's still a great actor. I just don't like watching him in an action movie because I'm like, you're 60.
Yeah. He was in that new Yellowstone. That was pretty good.
Oh, I haven't watched that.
It's pretty good.
I haven't seen that yet.
I love watching guys that, they have like the fake hair and just every movie's a different toupee.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Jeremy Piven. You look at Jeremy Piven now versus 96. Bro, he grew a full new head of hair. That toupee is fucking
Miracles.
That, I swear to God, it's got to be $100 hair job. $100,000 hair
every
job.
time.
No, I mean, like, it looks like like he found someone, killed them, took their hair,
Scalped them.
and came in like, all right, I want this one on my head.
Yeah. Like, we'll just use that.
Yeah.
Drink, guys.
Ooh.
Drink.
Kegs and eggs.
Kegs and eggs, man.
What did you come up with that title?
Well, that was actually originally the idea was that it was going to be a restaurant that I came up with. That was going to be breakfast food all day, only breakfast foods and beer.
Nice.
That was good, like the main cocktails.
I mean, it's smart when it comes to a restaurant because it's just cheap. All the food.
Yeah, and like you don't have to worry about getting there early to get the breakfast. Like you can go any time of day.
4 p.m. and get a pint.
Yeah,
and eggs Benedict.
When is pancakes and eggs not amazing though? Like any time of the day, night, it's
no, I'm with you. My mom would do breakfast once a week, like at night
For dinner,
Yeah.
Dinner's the
Yeah.
best, dude.
Yeah, man. Pancakes, eggs.
Yeah.
Chicken and waffles.
My mom would just make all kinds. My mom liked to batch cook before batch cooking was a thing. She'd make like 10 burgers, 15 burgers. And all right, that's good for 2 days.
yeah, that's what it
Spaghetti,
is.
there's a tub in the fridge.
Nowadays they call that meal prepping.
Yeah. Well, she's cooking for 3 kids.
That's
and,
it.
She didn't want to cook the next night, so we do burgers 2 nights in a row. Then we do spaghetti 2 nights in a row. Then we got pizza 1 night a week, and then breakfast. And like it was a very routine food. Like
Where do you fall in line of the kids? Oldest, youngest,
Yeah, I'm the
oldest?
Where'd you grow up?
Florida.
Oh, that's right. We talked about
Florida.
Yeah.
Tallahassee?
Florida, but right near Worcester.
Right near Worcester.
Worcester. Oh my god.
Rochester.
Worcester's an interesting place.
Oh, no, I've never even driven through Massachusetts. I haven't been that far north. I mean, at a certain point when I was doing comedy, before my aneurysm, I'd go anywhere. But I got to the point where it just doesn't pay. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
I was making the same money in Virginia I would have made going to Massachusetts, but I would pay twice as much to go.
Yeah.
And then after my aneurysm, I was like, well, I can only travel twice a month. And I still kind of keep that schedule. I'll never be full-time on the road. I can't. That's not good.
No.
If
It's really taxing.
It's at a certain level of comfort, like that I'm now making enough money to where
Right.
things are all orchestrated. Like I get out, got a car waiting for me when I get out of the airport.
Yeah.
There's no more just having to get my own rental, shit like that. And if I get to that level, start the engine, let's go.
Go for it.
Yeah. You can hire Luca.
Make it happen. Take him on the road.
He's our unpaid intern. I've grown very attached to him in the last
He's our
couple
slave.
hours I've known him.
He's our slave. He's our crying. He's our slave.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Should we-
This was fun.
I think we
Yeah.
should
we
wrap it up.
appreciate it.
Let's wrap
I'm
it up.
excited.
Dude, this was awesome to this was absolutely awesome. So happy
You wake up at 10 o'clock on the couch.
My show!
Don't worry, we handled it for you.
We got it. Don't worry.
Speaking of, I gotta see if I can check into my flight.
Oh yeah, get yourself a good seat.
No, that's not how that works.
Oh.
Is that not how that works?
That's
Nils
on
doesn't fly anywhere.
Southwest.
Yeah, man.
That's on Southwest.
No, like I'm checking in just because I like to get my boarding pass. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I've been getting my notifications.
What do you fly out here?
Delta.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Delaying terminal, leaving everyone angry. No, excuse me. Delaying everyone, leaving terminal angry. Excuse me. Delta.
Let's not use their name. Let's use Schmelta.
Schmalta.
Schmelter.
Hey, Ryan,
Joe
was
Rogan's
Schmelter.
not listening to this. Delta's not listening to this. Shit, I told my-
I let me get an email right from
Oh,
Delta.
guys, for only $900, I can upgrade to first class
Do it.
on my 90-minute flight.
Deal.
Do it.
Deal.
I'm gonna go
But
do
where's
it.
your layover? Where's your layover?
JFK.
Oh. What a terrible airport.
The worst is Philly. Philly is the worst airport. Don't ever fly through Philly. It
Okay.
will be delayed. I remember I fell asleep once for an hour and a half, woke up, and it said, we're number 22 on the tarmac. And so I fell asleep for another hour and a half, and we still hadn't taken
That was like
off.
when we went to Germany. And I fell asleep for like 2 hours, and I woke up and we were still sitting there. I'm like, this was supposed to be a 30-minute
Yeah,
flight.
terrible.
There's nothing worse than like watching almost an entire movie on the road.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
still sitting there.
This is my only choice.
Yeah, if you can't get off, you're
There's no more
literally
Paddington Bear movies. What will I watch?
Help me! There's no more Paddington. That's a good reference.
You've thought about more than I have. I hate when someone's like, "Do you think about what you say?" I never think. I'm just quick enough to get it out.
Yeah.
It just comes out.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
That's what you got to do. That's how crowd
That's how
work
my
works.
a lot of times if I can't get a punchline on, like, if I write and I can't get it out, take it on stage.
Throw enough
You-
out, something's going to stick.
You'll find it.
And then you use it next
quantity over quality.
Exactly.
Right,
I'm all about
I bet my buddy $20 that I couldn't pull the punchline out of my ass during this one set. It was a joke that I have about, girl give me a wrong number, and I call and I get Papa John's. And I had that guy, because I knew that would get a laugh. Yeah. And then I had the second part, which is, I go, did I get this number on accident? Or is this the most cleverest marketing campaign? And I had all that, but I didn't have the tying punchline to the.
Yeah.
And I went up there and I did the story, and I say, thank you for choosing Papa John's. This can pick up or delivery. And I kind of show a face. The crowd goes, oh, and I go, and before I ordered. 4 words. That's all it took to get to my punchline.
Yeah.
And when I said it on stage, the crowd laughed. I looked at my buddy and I was like, give me that money, bitch. How do I wrote this?
There it is.
Yes, I want to view my boarding pass.
That's funny.
Oh, Maine too?
What's that?
And I'm TSA I am?
Pre-check?
Hell.
Pre-check?
Your TSA pre.
How?
Don't you have to like?
You
do
got to
the
pay
whole
extra for
thing
that.
No, I do. I understand that.
Idiot.
No, I know what you mean. No, I mean like, no, I didn't know TSA pre-check counted in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
No.
They have an international one you have to pay extra
Yeah, the
for.
new one's international.
Yeah.
There is an international one, but it's separate.
Yeah.
So maybe Canada does it just because they're
Or it just says it because,
you have it.
well, the thing is, it's only going to go through security.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
5 in the morning, so I'm not really worried.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm leaving early, if this was LAX, I would get there at 6 for a 7 o'clock flight.
Right.
Because it would only take me 30 minutes at most to go from walking in through security to my gate. But with customs, there's more bullshit.
Yeah.
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 There's an extra level of lines.
Yeah.
All right, well, I got my boarding pass while I was talking to you, lads.
Nice.
There you go.
Look at that. Multitasking.
Well, thanks so much for coming on, man. This has been awesome.
We're honored to have you as a part of the podcast.
We're pumped.
Thanks, guys. I'm glad you had me on, man. It was a fun way to spend half an afternoon.
Yeah, we're pumped to see
You guys
you
are
at the show
laughing like I'm
tonight.
saying mean shit. Trying to be sincere here,
I'm
gentlemen.
trying to be sincere. All right, Chris. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for coming on, man.
All right.
As you cut my shit story.
I'll get you out of here, brother.
No problem, guys.